Hey, welcome back to A Faster Me. Today I'm coming to you from my patio garden. We're going to be doing some VO2 intervals today on the San Gabriel River Trail.
So today we basically have VO2 intervals. I'm going to start off with a 20-minute warm-up, and then we have five-minute VO2 efforts or intervals. For me, I'm trying to hold about 260 watts per interval. So it's 5 minutes at 260 watts. And you got some recovery in between. And of course, repeat until your 5 sets are done. This is actually our last set right here, our last interval. My buddy Francisco did some with me today. He's typically out climbing, Angeles Crest or something, but today he decided to do some of these intervals with me. And my wife is actually on the riverbed with us too, but she's a lot farther back doing the same intervals. Um, yeah, we're on the riverbed, San Gabriel River Trail here, going into a pretty stiff headwind. It's kind of crazy because you're doing 260, 270, 300 watts sometimes, and you're barely doing 24 miles per hour, which, is a struggle when you have that little bit of headwind. If we were just regular riding, it wouldn't be that bad because we'd be able to draft each other. But obviously, if you're in the draft, you're not going to be holding the correct watts for your interval. So whenever we're in each other's draft, we try to move over to the side so we can push in our own wind. Francisco's actually very strong, but he specializes in climbing. Yeah, he's an amazing climber for compared to me. I think this weekend he did GMR in 39 minutes, something like that, and he's only been cycling for a few years, just like I have. But he is a lot smaller. He's stronger than me anyway, but he's 140 pounds. I'm 175 pounds, so yeah, still these intervals take a lot out of you. It may not look that hard, and that's a little spot I shouldn't have been in. I should have given that guy more room. I realized it right away too, and you'll hear me later in this video saying that I should have waited. Even though I was comfortable, but you can factor in other people's comfort as well, not just be selfish and put other people at risk that may not have the same skill or may panic and hit handlebars or something, or both in the hospital. So I don't know if you can hear the wind or not. I only did this last interval because my camera dropped. I don't mean drop to the ground, but as you can see, the angle dropped, so I'm not getting the footage that I would like to get. So most of the footage is pretty much a waste. This is pretty crappy as well, but since we took the time to put it on video, I thought I'd show a little clip of something, so I just showed this last interval. Also, my watts are going to jump around a lot because I did something different this time. I can't actually see how many watts I'm doing. The only thing I can see is what I'm averaging for the interval. So yeah, I can't see if I'm doing 240, 300 or what. I just know the interval is saying 255, 280, 270, whatever, and then I just go harder or lighten up on the pedals depending on what I want the average to be over the 5 minutes. So I'm going to fix that on my custom page and put it to where I can see the interval average and my actual output at that second, or real-time output. That'll probably be a little bit easier for me to manage and to push a little bit more watts longer in the long run. This one actually wasn't that bad. I was trying to get 260-ish or so, and I think I averaged 265 on this interval. And I'm supposed to be doing somewhere between like 245 and 260 or something. So I kind of always shoot for the top half of the range. Sometimes that's realistic, sometimes it's not. And here's what I mean with my head down, fighting the wind. Obviously the camera angle has dropped now to where you can't see much. So, and it is my first time also putting the GoPro on my helmet. I have a I forgot what it's called, the Sagan Aero helmet by Specialized, and it's $300. So I didn't really want to put a GoPro sticker on it, but whatever, it's just a helmet, so I ended up doing it anyway. Also for Clifford Cox, I do have that dietary or nutritional video that I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot that probably this week, and let you know what I do diet wise and how I change, with all my medical conditions to just being able to be an athlete again. And it does feel amazing to even go this hard. This is pretty much the end of the interval. I'll be down here. So yeah, next video will be a little bit about my diet. So look out for that coming soon.
I took an unnecessary risk going under one of those tunnels with that guy coming the other way.
Oh, yeah.
I felt bad right after it. I was like, yeah, I probably should have just waited.